And Shawn Michaels.
About the delay, we're back online. Continue.
So, what's your the May 7th signing with Molina, Jose?
Oh yeah, I got plans for that one. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a live show and I'm gonna do a 2-shirt free giveaway.
Are you gonna interview her? Do you have a chance for that one?
I'm gonna
Brian?
try. I'm gonna talk to Jimmy, but I'm gonna do a live show and then I'm gonna give a 2-3 shirt giveaway over there to try to build a fan base and get the crowd going. So that's what I'm gonna do.
I think that would be a good idea because since you know that this is Molina's hometown in LA, it's a pretty good pop that it can put your podcast over.
I'll see. If you let me do it, I will.
Well, you did get Johnny Gargano, remember? Cool about it when you were interviewing him.
I want to interview. I want to interview wrestlers on my YouTube channel.
So,
I would.
Yeah, I have 42.42K followers, so it'll build more.
Yeah, JWO has Molina on May 7th. May 21st, Wrestling Guy Store has Mr. Kennedy or Mr. Anderson. Mr. Kennedy.
Right, I saw that.
So that's going to be a pretty good thing. You did some interviews at WrestleCon, correct, Brian? Before you went to WrestleMania?
I couldn't because I was only able. I was already going to WrestleMania, so I didn't have a chance to do Comic-Con. Yeah, I couldn't do any of them. So it kind of, but that was okay. I got to do a couple shows for when I was at WrestleMania. It was fun, but definitely I will for Molina, and I'll try to do some other stuff too. I'll be doing that as well. But I'm gonna do a 2 free shirt giveaway one at Jimmy's store. But I'm gonna have Leo and these guys give you guys some questions, and if you get it right, I'll just give you a shirt.
Yeah, because I hear everybody's at PCW right now. Shane Douglas tonight.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Shane Douglas is at PCW?
I heard about that.
The franchise Shane Douglas, he's the greatest ECW champion of all time.
Yeah. He's in that PCW, and then Ahmed Johnson. I think the only person I know that went there was Louis, because he was the only one that was posting it and advertising it. So
Ahmed Johnson is there?
It's a no-brainer that definitely he's already there.
Ahmed Johnson was there?
Yeah.
Wow. I would have got him to sign my Intercontinental Champion. And you know what's funny?
Yesterday he did a live meet and greet
when I was at
with the LA Fan Fest.
When I was at WrestleCon and I met Shane Douglas, he was a nice guy and all, but a fan told me that he had the white Intercontinental Champion, because you know how Shane Douglas had the white Intercontinental Champion for like 11 minutes?
Yeah.
And he asked Shane Douglas to sign it, and he said Shane Douglas didn't want to sign it.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, he
interesting.
Yeah, because he doesn't really like WWE. Shane Douglas.
Oh yeah, we know the story. Yeah. Brian, you still watching this game, man?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Same here. This game, man.
We're blowing them out. So.
Hey, here's a little.
Well, like we're gonna say that WrestleCon that we had a lot of interesting situations, like for the death of Bushwhacker Butch passing away,
and Rick Steiner,
and Molina getting kicked out of WrestleCon, due to their incidents.
Rick Steiner got kicked out of WrestleCon for what?
Because he was.
He said something about Giselle. I think
Giselle Shaw,
wrestler or something.
Yeah, Giselle Shaw is a Impact wrestler, transgender, and Rick Steiner was saying homophobic comments to her. You're a man. Get the fuck away from me. You're a faggot. He was saying these words at her, at him. So
he bashed him, and this is so badly that he was forced to get kicked out and everything. They banned him and everything.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Wait.
I was just shocked, honestly. Miguel and I when we talked about it, that was so shock of Rick Steiner. I mean, you would expect it from Scott.
Yeah.
It came out more from Rick Steiner.
Let me see, Rick Steiner. Oh, he said this. Shaw accused Steiner of yelling, "You're a piece of trash, you're a filth, you're a man, get the fuck away."
Wow. Shocking.
Yeah.
That's a shock.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think the only thing that Rick could have done is he could have talked to the host of the WrestleCon and say, "Don't get me near this person, blah blah blah, before I explode." I think he should have had his ways how to handle his situation, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you got stupid fans out there following Rick Steiner everywhere and stalking him.
Oh yeah.
Like, if I'm those fans,
I saw.
here's the thing: if I'm those fans, stop wasting your time putting your business in these talents and these businesses.
Yeah, because
Don't
I saw
waste your time.
fans were trying to interview him at the airport. He was walking right beside Lex Luger. Somebody was pushing Lex Luger's wheelchair, and a fan kept trying to ask him and ask him and ask him. He was just ignoring him.
Well, you have to ignore him, but honestly, fans should not be doing that kind of shit to talent or anybody, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Don't waste your time. You're not going to win out of these kind of situations, you know?
Yeah.
It's almost like some people are putting on Twitter, fire Vince, guys. You're wasting your time. You're dealing with a
protesting
senile billionaire that's not gonna lose.
And protesting is
don't waste your time.
Yeah, protesting is a whole waste of time on that.
Here comes the
Yeah, don't bother.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, and it surprised me with the Melina thing too, because I think she got into a dispute with somebody, and she was banned throughout the whole weekend. You know, it's like no wonder we didn't see her. So yeah, something like that. But this is one of the reasons why I didn't see her right nowhere in the whole weekend. Hey, where's Melina? We go, and then we find out a week later that an incident happened. That she got booted out of the event. You know.
Mhm.
She was drunk.
I regret not taking a picture of Melina when I was at WrestleCon last year and Tori Wilson.
Melina's cool. Last time I saw her was at 2010 WWE Access when she was main eventing SummerSlam for the Divas Champion against Alicia Fox. 2010.
Alicia Fox.
That's my girl. Don't diss her, Ryan. She was my first diva I met in the meet and greet. Alicia Cox?
Really?
Yep.
It's just too
yeah, it's okay, Jose. I'm gonna lick my peeps tonight while you're sleeping. She's retired, don't worry about it. She ain't fighting.
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons. This is one of the reasons why I bash JD from New York, because he's always out there bashing her too.
Yeah.
She looks.
Bruh, I want Sasha Banks to block him, and you know, if I knew how to hack in Twitter pages, I would use literally hacking Sasha's account and just to block him.
Oh, be like, that'll work out for him.
Yeah, bro.
I just don't know why fans and viewers give him $100 on this podcast, dude. Why are you guys giving him money, dude? Really, dude.
Yeah. Chris Van
There was
Vliet.
one guy that gave him $500 on his super chat.
That's stupid.
I go, wouldn't that be cool for you, Brian? Somebody give you $500 under your chat. Make your money, Brian.
That would be funny. I'd be like, why? My show's free. Why do you want to give me money for?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miguel. He gave JD $500 on his super chat.
Whoever did that is most likely retarded.
Yeah, especially that idiot Booty Me that keeps not giving him 100 or 200. You know. What a moron.
Hey, is what you call your buddy Sean? Is he gonna go to that meet and greet? Well, he's not your buddy. I know that.
Of course. Of course, he's advertising her.
Weirdo. Have you ever met this guy, Brian?
Followed by the leg drop.
Yep.
Looks like
Brian.
taking the upper hand. Holmster's in a position
Yeah.
Have you ever met him? Like, have you ever talked to him before?
He knows him.
Sean Lopez. It's somebody. It's somebody that Jose's been telling me about.
Yeah, Sean's a good guy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We need to sit down with you, Brian.
What's wrong with Sean Lopez?
Oh, tell him everything, Jose. Tell him everything.
Since we're unplugged and we're not live anymore.
Yes, we are. We are back on the air. It's just that don't send this video to him. Just don't send this video.
Yeah, don't send him.
Okay, well, all right. Well, you want me? I'm gonna still stay plugged up and everything. I mean, he's not
Let's
gonna...
continue with JD.
Oh, okay. Let's continue with JD then.
Able to reverse that one. Big punch finds its mark.
We'll probably do that.
Well, yeah, you said something about Mercedes definitely blocking him. That would be good.
Yeah.
Wait. What did Sean say? What did Sean say?
Off stage.
You know what?
Choke slam. Landed. He's expressing pain now. He needs to get himself some room to regroup fast. Big boot by Hogan. You can see Hogan. Here comes Hogan. Leg drop. The Hulkster could have this one. That's gotta be it. 2. And a kick out.
The sands of the hourglass are dwindling for Cross, and he was able to flip it.
And does Hogan now change his tactics, or will he attempt the tried and true once more? Choke slam! Landed. And Cross is being taken apart here.
Cross on the wrong side of every exchange.
He must have seen that coming. Got him up. And that was offense with a hurtful purpose.
And more attacks to his core could hinder his offense.
And Cross evades that.
Snap suplex. Hogan getting the fight brought to his front door with that move.
A fearsome attack from the ever-intimidating Karrion Kross.
Avoiding contact. Headbutt to the back of the neck. Tripling it for the victory here. And referee cuts off the count in 1.
Shows that this is still anybody's match at this point.
Pot right in the stomach creates the separation. And that was an efficient display of offense with that maneuver.
The boot! It's over!
Uh-oh. Things just changed in a big way. Hey.
There is no reason for him to be out here. Well, where are they? Two-handed choke slam.
You can begin to see it in these superstars' faces. Exhaustion is beginning to set in.
They're starting to breathe heavier. This is the time where matches are won and lost.
Great wherewithal on the counter.
That'll have you walking funny.
Oof.
Just launched.
And he finds an answer for the Hulkster.
Both superstars showing great awareness of their opponent's repertoire.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched.
Outside of the ring now.
What's the plan here? Big impact to the back of the neck.
Taking the fight near our announce table.
I really hope we get these desks at a discount.
And he's already taken more hits up there than he should have to handle.
Whip back into the ring.
Boom! He manages to escape it.
Look at this. Boom. Nice. And Hogan facing more damage as this match continues.
At this stage of the match, they are clearly starting to feel the effects of this back and forth. Hogan out of the way in time.
A counter answered by another counter.
Alabama. Here he goes for the win. No, didn't get it.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder up.
Big reversal from the Hulkster.
The wind-up and the pitch.
Uppercut.
There's the arm wringer. followed by the leg drop.
He's heading to the floor, but he can't take his time. And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Backbreaker. Ah, look at this. Hair pull mat slam. Oh, using your head to counter that.
Clothesline. So effective.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched.
DDT.
Well scattered reversal there.
Choke slam. Choke slam.
Planted.
Again, the torso is punished.
The core of the entire anatomy could dramatically slow your movement down.
Shot to the gut will break things up.
He reverses it. Hulk Hogan with a big boot.
Hulkamania running wild.
Leg drop. Carrion looks out of it. Referee stops the count on the ropes.
The cover. Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
What? What just... I can't.
Agreed, Saxton. Looks like there's no limit to how much damage this superstar can absorb.
And that has to be a damper on Hulk's spirit. But I don't think he's about to let up on him now. The roar of this crowd has been building, and they are at a fever pitch right now.
You can feel the anticipation growing with every second that ticks past in this.
From the top.
You gotta be kidding me.
Showing absolutely no apprehension to putting one's body on the line.
Climbs back inside.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
And Hogan gets stonewalled.
Able to get out of the way. Big elbow. The sick, sadistic Cross finding amusement in all of this. All the way up, and the
Big-time powerbomb.
The end of Hulkamania could be here. He was waiting for him to make his move. Well-executed hip toss.
And that was a well-executed attack. What a raucous crowd here tonight.
Fought off with an elbow.
Reversal after reversal, proving they did their homework.
And at this point, he's risking permanent injury.
He has to be told that discretion's the better part of valor. He's had his bell rung too many times tonight to risk any more danger. And this match about to fade to black.
Gets to the ropes, forcing the break.
A lot of damage done, but the ropes offer a reprieve. Oh, taking it right to him. No waiting.
Getting set up for something in the corner. Oh, an exploder suplex into the corner.
Hooked up in the corner. Oh, rough landing off the suplex.
Cross looking for The high-risk move. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord. And his torso continues to be targeted.
That could be disrupting the flow of air at this point.
And just got answered with a suplex. Choke slam!
Landed.
Oh my, sent flying.
Yeah.
But I plugged up back, so yeah.
Oh, what a definite.
Hey guys, what do you think of Morrison in this boxing thing? Did you get a chance to see it, Brian or Miguel or Ryan?
Yeah, I did see it.
No,
What you call?
I couldn't see it. I haven't seen it.
What you call? He can box. This
YouTube has it, so you can review that, Ryan.
Yeah.
So his name is, what's his name, John Morrison in boxing or something?
It happened last week.
I think so. If he still has the same.
Or by his real name, John Indian. His real name, by
It
his real
could be
name.
that, yeah. Or it could be
He's
that.
still Morrison, yeah.
I put John Morrison
No, what's
boxing.
it?
Dwindling for Cross, and he was able
I thought, what does he go by, Johnny Mundo? Or Johnny Reed or something?
Nah, I think he goes by.
No, he has a Johnny something.
Mostly by. Oh, never mind.
Cross fires back.
He's got so many trademarks.
It was Johnny Blaze when he started wrestling before it was Johnny Nitro and John Morrison. He used to be called Johnny Blaze.
Hogan getting out of
Yeah, he's got so many trademarks.
Like Johnny Blaze, Johnny Nitro, John Morrison, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, Johnny Elite.
Johnny Elite.
Yeah.
Here's the question that I wanted to ask for Brian. Okay, Brian, since you knew that Endeavor, bought WWE, even though that it's not official. Okay, Endeavor has UFC and WWE.
Well,
Do you think these two organizations are going to have some kind of a forbidden door? Like saying Riddle going to UFC, fight somebody, or Brock to fight somebody? What do you expect out of this?
Heads out of the ring, but needs to be mindful.
I mean, I just hope that they just stay away from WWE completely. In other words, just UFC do their thing, and WWE do their thing. But I know it's official. They own 51% of the company to R49. And so now it just makes things more difficult because now we have to answer to them, which I don't like. I think Vince McMahon made a huge mistake by doing what he did. Just makes things difficult.
And it's a 2-year deal anyway, so that's gonna probably fly like a feather.
Yeah,
What I mean?
it still sucks because even though it's a 2-year deal, any decision that we make, we still have to report to them. And it's like, ridiculous. We shouldn't have to.
But the question is, doesn't Vince have to still say the final say, or does Endeavor has to do the final say, right?
Endeavor, because they own 51% of the company.
yeah.
So, yeah, it sucks. So,
Yeah.
Wow. And then the point is, okay, you have Endeavor with UFC and WWE. They are now trying to build a relation, if I'm mistaken, right, Brian?
Right.
well, that's what we did want to do. But now that this has gone through, it's almost like we have to. We really don't have a choice, And Vince is stupidity. And honestly, we weren't making money. Why do we have to merge with anybody?
Yeah.
Our money was running out. We were running out of money.
Well, here's, now that you brought the money thing, Brian, are these releases and cuts and layoffs are going to come to play?
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I really don't think that Endeavor is not willing to be paying any of these talents higher money. So, I mean, you do bring a point there, and even Miguel, this might change everything for the talents.
Yeah, I've been hearing rumors that they're gonna have a massive release of a lot of wrestlers.
Suplex, here it comes.
Y'all didn't hear about that?
So do you think that this is one of the reasons why Drew's pissed? Because probably Endeavor's not going to give him what he wants? I mean, we don't know anything about Drew. Everything is just like a dark Twitter.
No, don't get out of the ring. Well, I'm playing the game at the same time talking to y'all, but continue, Jose.
Hogan's offense gets
Game over. Game over.
You guys won?
Could be a turning point.
Yes.
Hits him with a gut-wrench suplex. What impact!
Yes.
Punch to the stomach and stopped in
Jose,
there.
Let's win, baby. Two games to one.
Off topic, but do you hear about DeMar Hamlin coming back to the Bills?
Yeah.
Yes.
landed.
Bro, I'm
Yes.
having a,
I think
I'm
for
Hulk
NBA
Hogan.
wise, I think the West is still strong.
I'm Hulk Hogan,
So,
and I'm wrestling against Karrion Kross, bro. Karrion Kross is giving me a battle.
You'll be surprised if you think if they release him.
What a punch.
Not at all. I will not be surprised.
I really don't think.
Solely focused on.
I mean, I really don't think that by you releasing anybody is going to make things any better.
This is not.
You keep the wrestlers there because,
He got the shoulder
well,
up in time.
you know,
You are not alone in your shock.
okay, so here's the thing.
Staggering to
If
his
you
feet, but he won't
if you really think it's necessary for you to release somebody,
Can't quite get him there.
why don't you just drop them down to NXT?
How could you
And
not be
then
afraid of Karrion
bring them
Kross
up when you
after
think if
witnessing
they're ready. I don't
terrifying
think they should
power
release
like that?
anybody. I've been saying this from the beginning, and I even talked about it on my show. If you feel that it's necessary, Ryan, you always leave. Swear, it's ridiculous.
And he always wants to. Anytime when me and Jose are doing a live stream all by ourselves, he gets on my comment section. Can I get on the call with you and Jose?
So that's what I was saying.
Karrion Kross
So,
sparing some seconds to glare at the
I've said this so many times, and to me it just makes sense. If you feel that wrestlers are not getting enough push on both shows, drop them down to NXT. Build them up, and then when they're ready, bring them back again. There's no need to release anybody. The problem is that there's so much talent on Raw and SmackDown, and there's so many people that they want to push, that the wrestlers that they can't push should just go down to NXT and build them, so that way maybe there's something for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like people getting released because it to me it's like get them down to NXT, then get them ready, and then who knows, they might be able to be ready, and then bring them up again. So I mean, it's to me it's just a waste of time.
Yeah. It's like saying if you're not invested, like for example in Mustafa Ali, do you want to release him or do you want to take him down to the NXT roster? Is that the way you're referring for it? Like saying if it's Mustafa Ali, you don't have anything for him, do you just want to drop him down in NXT until you feel you see something out of him? Something like that, Brian?
Right.
Brian, you ain't got to keep texting.
But I think Mustafa Ali was doing good there.
For someone who
Brian, you don't have to text him.
What was that?
You don't have to keep texting him. Let him leave.
He's putting his comments.
Yeah.
He's putting his comments that he's leaving.
So yeah.
You see, more comments.
Yes, I'm
Oh,
saying.
whatever. You're so full of donkey bullshit. You always give it to you. Anyway, yeah, like Mustafa Ali, for example. Drop him down to NXT. I mean, he could get into a really good feud.
NXT.
It's just unbelievable that the WWE doesn't want to think that common sense. Okay, I'm not invested in this guy. Let me drop you down to, to the Performance Center, show something there, and if we're ready to put you on the main roster, why not, Instead, what Nick Khan is doing, he's just releasing everybody. Oh, Braun, we're paying you $35 million. I don't have anything for you. I'm paying you too much. You're released. That's the way I'm seeing Nick Khan doing.
Actually, Triple H confirmed that Nick Khan had nothing to do with the releases. Because that's not
his name was always mentioned a lot everywhere, because he's the finance person.
Yeah, he's the finance person, but he doesn't book the wrestlers. He just like you said, Jose, he just what you call handles the money for them. He doesn't.
He's a treasure.
Yeah. He doesn't make booking decisions or none of that. I'm pretty sure he told Vince or Triple H, if you release wrestlers that are this amount of money, go ahead and do that. It'll save you a lot. I don't think he pointed out names on who he wanted to release or not.
Well, you know, Braun Strowman, he did make a lot of money at that time he got released. You know that. So I mean, I'm sure they must have released him for a lot of reasons, you know.
Bro, the Braun Strowman.
But he came back, but they didn't give him the salary that he made previously.
Yeah, and it's funny because indie shows, what you call Braun Strowman wanted 6 figures from indie promotions. That's insane.
And they were not going to pay him that way.
Nope, because he's so used to that. He's so used to that money. That's why.
And you know, he pissed a lot of indie talents when he started making all those Twitter comments and shit, you know?
Yeah. Braun Strowman.
So, I mean, and this is the thing that kind of really burdened me, too, was I really think that Nick Khan was the wrong person to be going to talking to Stephen A. Smith on First Take when they were talking about what was going to be happening at WrestleMania. Triple H should have been on that show. Nick Khan, if you're telling me that Nick Khan is just the guy who was dealing with the money and all that stuff, and he was the wrong guy to be on the show, and it should have been Triple H, because Nick Khan is not the right guy for that, then it should have been Triple H. If you're telling me that he's just about the money and keeps control of that, then that was the wrong guy to have on the show. It should have been Triple H on there.
Yeah. I just feel like Paul Levesque is just being nothing but the fall guy for all this thing. And like I said, I probably want to give him to a year or something. And if he leaves by the end of the year, I'm not going to blame him the reason why he's going to leave, you know?
Yep.
No, I don't think he's going to leave. I don't think he wants to give up on the dead. I don't think he wants to do that. Mm-hmm. And I don't think Vince is in charge of creative. Vince already said that Triple H was in charge of creative, but at the same time, you kind of make us all wonder, well, why the hell are you making certain decisions when Triple H is making these decisions, and all of a sudden you're changing it up? So you're telling me that you're giving total control to Triple H, but yet you're switching things around? Come on, man, that's kind of weird.
I mean, you can tell what's a Triple H move and what's a Vince McMahon move with the bookings. Yep. I mean, that past Raw that we saw at WrestleMania, you knew that was a Vince McMahon booking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can tell you right now, this Omos and Seth Rollins bullshit at Backlash, that's a Vince McMahon. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's a Vince booking.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
There has.
Yep.
I mean, you tried everything to book Omos with everything, and I'm sorry, but he's 0-3 with these defeats with Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, and Braun Strowman. You lost.
You can't deny the impact of Hulkamania, but right now, Hogan's 24-inch python.
And then you have a mouthpiece like MVP that's trying to put him over, and obviously it's not working out for him.
At one of the most technically sound competitors to ever step into the squared circle, Kurt Angle. It's hard to deny what Kurt Angle has done for sports entertainment.
I think Omos should have been in a Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I think that's the only thing he should have walked away on it.
Yeah.
Very predictable that definitely Omos would have got that one.
Yeah.
Unless if the whole talent would eliminate him, you know.
And it was so cool when I saw Bobby Lashley suplex Omos at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of reminded me of Hogan and Andre when Hogan body slammed Andre in front of at WrestleMania 3.
Out on the apron.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be really bad.
Well, if you can bench press 700 pounds of weight, you know, you can slam a giant, you know.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. For sure. For sure.
I think in the times of Ahmed Johnson, Brian, did you think that WWE at that time, did not know how to build Ahmed Johnson? Because in the past they were saying that he was not a safe talent to work with.
Yeah,
I mean, what did you know? What did you hear so far in the Ahmed Johnson ears?
Ahmed Johnson hurt more people more than anybody in the history of WWE. He hurt more people than Viscera did. But at least Viscera didn't do it on purpose, like Ahmed Johnson did.
Oh, this is not good at all.
What do you think, Brian?
Backbreaker stretch.
I was really never an Ahmed Johnson fan, honestly, and I don't really think he was that big of a superstar, to be honest. I think he was just one of the superstars that was there.
I mean,
yeah, I was thinking that I thought Vince McMahon was going to be attracted to him because he was like a powerhouse muscle guy that, you know, Vince always looked in his past.
Yeah.
Having like a Luger, like a Bulldog, like a Hercules, like a Hogan.
Yeah.
That's all, you know, Vince McMahon had a heart on these talents. And I was thinking that I thought he was feeling the same way with Ahmed, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not
And what you call Ahmed Johnson had heat with so many wrestlers in the locker room because how the way he was. They said he was a legit prick. Like he had heat with Stone Cold, The Rock, the whole Nation of Domination. Like he was not really a likable guy in the locker room as well. And he was just a cancer, and Vince decided not to push him anymore. And I guess Vince wanted to bury him because if you watch his last few days in the WWF, he was losing to Kane. He was getting destroyed by Kane, and that kind of that kind of was a sign right there that Vince didn't want nothing to do with him anymore.
And remember, he sucked as a Nation of Domination.
Yeah, he did. And
the Nation of Domination did not go with Ahmed.
And didn't you know that he called Stone Cold
and then in
racist?
WCW,
And shoulders up before a count of one.
yeah, and you know he went to WCW
As a new Harlem Heat.
and he sucked as a Harlem Heat because he took, you know, he took Booker off the spot and they put him with his brother Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ahmed Johnson sucks as a Harlem Heat.
Yeah.
So it didn't. Both characters did not go good for Ahmed.
And you know what's funny? You remember the part where Goldust gave him CPR? He said he got mad at that for real.
Oh yeah, that was no damn storylines. That's just Goldust being Goldust, you know.
Yeah.
But at King of the Ring, you know, Ahmed Johnson destroyed him, and you know, Dustin lost the belt, you know.
Yeah. And he won that. I ain't gonna lie to you. That gold strap Intercontinental Champion also looks good on.
I'm back.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That gold strap Intercontinental Champion actually looks good on Ahmed Johnson.
And
I would
what was
do it.
another thing? He had a very good fight, a good test of strength fight with the Bulldog.
Yeah.
But that was very cut short too.
Yeah, Farouk hated him. Farouk and the whole nation, they all hated him.
He turns it around.
Yeah. And then he made his appearance in WCW. Booker T hated him too, you know.
Yeah, he was not really a likable guy, and I'm pretty sure most of the crap was mostly on him.
Yeah, I was thinking by the time that Ahmed Johnson was going to make a WWF appearance, I thought this was somebody, a powerhouse muscle man guy that I thought Vince McMahon was just going to have a heart on. Like I said, you know how he feels about muscle guys, so I feel like Ahmed Johnson's going to be right on the money on this one, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's not forget, he did slam Yokozuna.
Oh yeah,
That kind of like,
he
you
did
know,
slam Yokozuna.
got everything viral.
Yep, he did slam Yokozuna. I think he slammed Vader too.
Yeah.
He slammed Vader as well. Vader.
But the thing is that Yokozuna was the one that got more attention when he ended up slamming. But at the same time, I feel like it really didn't mean anything because it still kept acknowledged more to Lex Luger more than anybody. So
yeah, because
I think
already done it.
Ahmed Johnson slamming Yokozuna has been too forgotten.
Yep.
It's more considered that Luger's the only and the first guy that slammed him.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest moments in Lex Luger's career when he body slammed Yoko. But I think his best moment in his career was the one, I think it was at Starrcade where he beat Ric Flair for the biggest highlight of his.
Oh yeah.
And also when he beat Hogan on Nitro, that was also a big highlight.
He's starting to struggle here.
So Lex
That
Luger,
one, I can't believe they gave away that match. That should have been saved on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's the thing.
When Luger won the World Heavyweight Champion?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I disagree with that. They shouldn't have given it away.
True, but that's the thing with WCW. They always put their pay-per-view matches on free TV. Like, they put Goldberg and Hulk Hogan on
Goldberg
TV.
and Hogan?
Yeah, and they put Sting and Hogan on TV. They put Sting versus Diamond Dallas Page on TV. Like, that's the problem with WCW. Like, they don't save their matches till pay-per-view time. But they were.
They had so many pay-per-views.
And then
WWE did the same thing too.
It tells you right there they were trying so hard to beat WWF in the ratings war.
Fights the shoulder up and one.
83 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. 83 weeks in a row.
Uh-huh.
I gotta hate how something's get stuck in your teeth and you can't get it out.
83 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
there we go.
83 weeks in a row.
Oh yeah, did you guys see me in some YouTube video guide that I ended up answering some wrong backlash questions? Which I was telling the guys, if you were gonna interview me, ask me WWF questions. I don't want to know any modern questions or anything like that.
Was it worthy having Kane as world champion 1998 birthday?
Bro, you're changing
it wasn't the time for him.
Bro, you're changing the subject.
Really? He said ask him the WWF. You know WWF.
Survivor Series. He didn't say random WWF questions. He's talking about Survivor Series.
No, he said random WWF questions.
No, he said Survivor Series, dumbass. Stop changing the damn subject.
No, he said WWF questions.
Didn't you say Survivor Series, Jose?
Yeah.
See that?
Jose, did you say
There you
WWF
go,
questions?
dumbass.
WWF questions.
WWF Survivor Series questions, right?
Yeah, dumbass.
Miguel, let's give Brian a trivia question. Do you know how many pounds Dino Bravo bench pressed on that Royal Rumble event? How many pounds did he bench press?
I don't know.
Dino Bravo.
I remember.
Brian, let him answer. I need him to answer this one. I know Brian knows the answer, but let Ryan answer this one.
I never seen
how many pounds did Dino Bravo bench press?
He didn't watch
It was their first
WWF.
Royal Rumble.
He didn't watch WWF in the 80s or the early 90s.
No, like that.
Angle escapes the attack.
Tell him, Jose. Tell him.
The answer is 712 pounds. That's what he bench pressed at that Royal Rumble bench press main event. He broke Ken Patero's record, which Ken Patero was 500. Dino Bravo did 700.
Wait, what's his name?
Miguel, can you put that clip on any of your YouTube so that way Ryan can see that? If you find it?
I can't
Dino
do that.
Bravo bench pressing.
I can't do that.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh.
That's not what this channel's for.
But if you hit him up, can you...
But I can post it on the...
Miguel, whenever you see him, can you send it to him?
Yeah.
In an inbox?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll post it on this group chat.
Damn, Miguel.
I'll post it on this group chat.
Tossed with ease.
And don't forget, Miguel, that Jesse Ventura was the spotter.
Yep, Jesse Ventura was the spotter. And Bobby Heenan was out there talking shit, talking about how good he was for lifting the weights. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
And Frenchie Martin was his manager.
Yeah.
He passed away a long time ago.
I didn't really watch a lot of Dino Bravo, though.
Gonna take an Olympic effort to recover.
But he was at the first Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
That's it. The blood and sweat.
Yeah, I didn't really watch a lot of Dino Bravo.
Which honestly, that Royal Rumble was never big. You know, when we found out that Duggan won that Royal Rumble, that was like a 20-man Rumble.
Yeah.
But it did not have a stipulation to main event WrestleMania. It was almost like, by watching that Royal Rumble, it's just like you watching like an Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
True, and what you call the Royal Rumble in 1997 didn't have a WrestleMania, or it did, but Stone Cold won. I think Vince did something about it, because you know how Brett eliminated Stone Cold and the referees didn't see it? I think Vince did something about it. That's why he didn't get the shot at WrestleMania.
I mean, unfortunately, Royal Rumble should have meanings.
True.
You know, like if you win, main event the event, you know.
What was more stupid is when Shawn Michaels won in '95, but WrestleMania 11, the main event was Bam Bam Bigelow and Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. I think that main event kind of like saved the WrestleMania match.
That should have never been in the main event. It was a decent match, but it should have never been in the main event.
Yeah.
It was a decent match. I mean, the Shawn Michaels and Diesel match was way better, and the Jeff Jarrett and Razor Ramon match for the Intercontinental Champion, that was even better too.
Yeah. Obviously, you think it looked like some kind of a squash match between Diesel and Shawn Michaels, that match?
Uh-huh.
It's a match that definitely you could have done a Raw and a SmackDown. Didn't feel very main event tasteful, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I was happy for Diesel, but still, they really didn't build, they didn't spice up the match,
And did Pamela Anderson ever come out with Shawn? I don't think she did. I think she mostly came out with Diesel. Because remember at 95...
No, that was Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah, but Pamela Anderson...
Jenny McCarthy came with Shawn. Jenny McCarthy with Shawn, and Pamela with Diesel.
It was supposed to be Pamela Anderson that was supposed to come out with Shawn. Because remember in 1995 Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
She was the first one to come out, make her appearance, wave to the fans, and they say that if you win the Royal Rumble match, she'll walk you down the aisle. But instead, she walked Diesel down the aisle. I don't get that.
Yeah. It was Jenny McCarthy that definitely Shawn Michaels was walking around with.
Do you think Shawn Michaels tapped that ass on Jenny McCarthy or Pamela Anderson?
No, only on Sunny. Only Sunny.
Oh, only Sunny, yeah.
And look where Sunny's at now.
Oh, she's about to face years behind bars.
Yep. She really needs a lot of help, man. That girl needs lots of help.
I think ever since Chris Candido died, I think that's when she started becoming the way she is.
Well, shit, she even cheated on him.
Yep. Yeah, she did. Chris Candido. Well, I felt bad for Chris Candido. The Clique gave him hell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. You had Shawn Michaels pulling some tricks on his sleeves all the time when he was young.
Yeah, and...
I mean, shit, he dumped the Rockers.
Yeah.
The Cockers. The Cockers.
Marty Jannetty. I want to meet Marty Jannetty.
I mean, what do you think of Jeff Hardy's return?
It's not worth it.
I hope that this is better be his last chance. Like if he fucks this up again, I hope AEW fires him.
Jose.
Yeah, Brian. What do you expect from Jeff Hardy?
I love Jeff Hardy.
Should he resurrect or what? What's your expectation with Jeff Hardy?
I can't stop laughing about what Ryan said.
Well, what did he say?
He's not worthy.
Oh wow, that was funny. Poor Ryan.
Why is it not worthy, Ryan? Ryan?
Okay, so my whole thing with Jeff Hardy is I think it was too soon for him to come back. I mean, I just can't understand why Tony Khan thought that Jeff Hardy was already clean. I mean, the guy basically got in trouble. I thought that...
And it was out here in Florida.
He should have been drug tested, maybe. I don't know, but I just feel like it was way too soon for him to come back. I mean, of course, we all love Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
And we all know what Jeff Hardy can do in the ring, and it's not a question in doubt. But for me, it's like, dude, are you really clean? I'm like, are you absolutely sure that you're 100% good? Because if you're not, then you should have never came back.
Too soon, too early for him.
Yeah.
Do you think it's one of those Tony Khan desperate moves that he still wants to compete?
No, I think it was more of Jeff Hardy just wanting to rush himself back. But if I were Tony Khan, I would have said, "Hey, I don't know if you're really clean enough. What I would do with Jeff is just keep drug testing him every week."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does need that. They need to stay on top of his discipline, you know. Because if Tony Khan's out there saying, this is your last shot, he's going to have to really treat it to be his last. Otherwise, Jeff is done.
I mean, Ryan, why do you think Jeff Hardy's not ready? I don't understand what he means not ready.
Lord, you love his opportunistic, Jose, so enjoy.
What, does Ryan have anything to answer? Let him answer.
Why do you think Jeff's not ready?
He should have stayed home recuperating. Because I have a feeling if he did, I have a feeling he's going to fuck up. Watch. He's going to fuck up. Watch. I'm predicting he's going to fuck up again.
I mean, it could be right, but
he's going to fuck
see,
up.
that's Tony Khan, though. See, that's a Tony Khan thing.
But he does not. You guys talk about me thinking before he doesn't think before he speaks. He doesn't.
You mean think before he does something?
I feel like
yeah, man, thinks before you say something. Yeah.
No, does. Not say, does.
Yeah. But Jeff Hardy should have stayed home for a little more longer to recuperate.
Well, but the thing is, and regardless, Tony Khan needs to drug test him every week.
Mm-hmm.
He has to drug test him every week just to be safe. Because, again, one relapse, and yeah, he's done. Like, fuck it. You're out of wrestling for good.
Second strike on AEW, second strike.
No, this is his first
No,
strike.
it's his only and his last chance. There is no 3 strikes on him.
Yeah.
This is his only chance.
Yeah.
Do you all think WWE should do drug testing for wrestlers?
Absolutely.
I think they already do.
I mean, they haven't done it since the Chris Benoit situation.
No, I think they started
What was that?
They haven't done it since the 07, since Chris Benoit died. They haven't done it since Chris Benoit died.
I'm gonna jump in on this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think they still do it. Like, they've been doing it ever since that Benoit incident. I think they still do it. Like, you see,
I don't believe it.
You see why Matt Riddle got suspended? They drug tested him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they
he had
still do
marijuana
it.
on his hands. He had weed.
But they still drug tested him. That's still considered marijuana is considered a medical drug. Still consider that.
Yep.
So yeah, they still do it.
I'm saying that they just haven't done it in a while. That's why.
They do it. No, they do it every year. They do it every month.
Yeah.
They've been doing that ever since Benoit did what he did. So they've been doing that for a good while now.
The most electrifying man in sports.
All right, Brian, go for it. See what you got for us.
Pure
So,
athletic specimen. His in-ring ability is something
with Chris Benoit,
he was born with. We know the legacy the Rock came from.
I don't know how
tonight he has to be focused on the task.
Really important it was back in the day for drug testing when the Chris Benoit situation hit. I think a lot of people were not paying attention to that. But I feel, and here's the thing, I really don't want to blame the WWE because I almost feel like it was the wrestler's choice what they put in their bodies, and they should know that if their body cannot take that specific drug, then you should stop taking it automatically. That should be the person and the wrestler knowing their bodies and knowing how bad it can hurt you. And in this case, Chris Benoit continuously did that, and it just got personal for him. You know, the in-ring stuff, no one really paid attention to. It was more of the personal thing. When he killed his family and himself, I think the steroids really messed him up physically and mentally, because what he was doing in the ring, I mean, I really couldn't see it. Like, I really couldn't see what harm he was doing. But I saw the harm he was doing outside of the ring, and when the drug was inside of his system, it obviously, made things real personal because, again, he killed himself and his family, so I think that's what hurt him the most.
That means that had a lot to do with Vince McMahon's steroid scandals, right, Brian? Because, this has been happening for a very long time, even before the Chris Benoit situations, right?
Yeah,
I mean, Vince almost went to jail for this. You know that?
Yeah, it was like around back in '94 when he got accused of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to be plotting some way to get back
But
into
again,
this.
all the wrestlers were doing it. Hogan did it.
Taking advantage.
And you know, you basically could tell what wrestlers were taking steroids at that time.
Y'all think Cena took steroids?
Just punched him
I'm
right
sorry?
in the mouth.
Cena took steroids?
Enough already.
Who?
John
John
Cena.
Cena?
Uses the edge of the knee.
It's possible. It's very possible.
I know Brock did for sure. I know Brock Lesnar did.
And here we go.
I mean,
Dropping the
Oh,
elbow.
no.
okay, so here's how you could. So here's how you could tell.
Trying to debilitate the capability to stand.
Look at the John Cena from the younger days,
For the people's champion.
and look at the John Cena now, and that's how you could tell.
And it looks like it's
Yeah.
working.
Cena lost
He's
all
found
his
quite
strength.
an opening.
Right. So he got smaller. So that's how you could tell. The John Cena of the younger days and the John Cena now is how you can tell he stopped taking steroids.
Re-entering the ring
But
now.
I mean, if you could look at Batista, Chris Masters,
That right there is
you saw how much they lost weight and muscle, you know, and they were dealing with wellness policy issues too, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
and if you notice,
Right.
Hulk Hogan in the WWF, if you notice how skinny he got when he got to WCW, right there shows you as well.
Saw that one.
Right.
The Warrior,
Took advantage.
because remember the Warrior did lose some weight and muscle too.
Straight
Yeah,
to
he
the
did.
Right.
I think
Right.
Goldberg too. Goldberg was super built back in the
Yeah,
day, but these days,
that would be no surprise.
yeah.
No surprise.
yeah.
Again.
Now the only one that I'm saying that probably did it, I'm not really sure,
Had that move from the Rock started.
but I'm thinking that this person didn't would be Sting. I'm not really sure that Sting
No, Sting
did.
did do it.
Because and I'm looking at the younger Sting, and then the, blonde-haired Sting, and the Sting of NWO. I didn't see any muscle on him when he was with NWO, and then the younger one. I'm not really sure if he did. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really too sure about that one.
Sting did say that he did
Well,
do
you-
that.
There, guys.
Oh, he said that he did?
Yeah, Sting did say that, yeah.
Oh, okay, so he said he did. Okay.
Gets him with the count.
Oh yeah, you know Alberto Del Rio did. You can tell obviously Alberto Del Rio wasn't a wellness policy issue.
Yeah, but Alberto Del Rio
Alberto Del Rio
was
made it so damn obvious.
never, Alberto Del Rio was never jacked.
Holy cow, a taste of his own medicine.
Makes the
No, he wasn't jacked. Yeah, he wasn't jacked,
So I don't know if he did it.
for sure.
Just said no way.
He may not
Back to
have.
my own move.
What other
But-
option? What other choice does
You
he
know,
have now? A desperate
It just
Guerrero
goes to
is
show
a
you that
dangerous
putting
man.
that stuff in your system is just not worth it.
Stop
It
him in their
really is
tracks
not
with a
worth it.
kick to the gut.
So here's a question too. This is more of a Brian WWF question too.
Suplex.
With the health issues that this Hall of Fame talent is going, and I'm referring to superstar Billy Graham, Brian, do you think that had a lot to do with him? Because remember, in his past time in the 80s and 70s, he had a lot of issue with it. Do you think that had a lot to do with him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And Billy Graham is in a bad situation right now. He's in the hospital.
Yeah, if you're looking at him,
Yeah.
Because it not only does it hurt you physically, it hurts you mentally.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
and you know, Billy Graham has been having that issue with steroid situations, suspended. So I'm thinking, I don't know if that would have a lot to do for what he's dealing with now, you know, in the hospital.
Well,
I think every wrestler in the WWE has pretty much taken steroids.
yep.
I'm going to say that. At some point in time, they all did.
Yep.
I mean, it's in their bodies to have it shine, or they pour water on their hair to get it wet. Some of that has to be the steroids coming out of their system, like the pores and stuff.
Yeah.
You have to see that.
Yeah.
Just punched him right in the mouth.
Yeah, because I feel like Billy Graham took it very hardcorely more than anybody.
Yeah,
I
he
mean, to be
did.
in the predicament that he is now.
And
And
Well,
years ago,
I think Hulk Hogan did too, because you could totally see the pores coming out of it.
That is
the guy's on crutches already, Brian. You know that.
yeah, he's on crutches, but when I met him.
Hogan's on crutches?
You had a meet and greet with Hulk Hogan. How did you see him at that time?
Wait.
Stop right there. Stop right there. I didn't hear that he was on crutches. He was on a cane. He's on a cane, not a crutches.
What?
Yeah. But when I was at the event, when I was in Tampa, he was sitting down. I didn't see no crutches or I didn't even bother to look for the cane or crutch what he was on. But he was on a. They didn't say he was on a crutch. They said he was on a cane.
Wow.
And
now, when I met Hogan, he had no crutch nor cane. He was walking normal. Like, he was really good.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw him, Brian?
Back into the ring.
So that must have been 20.
Shifts it back onto him.
Oh crap.
What was it, 2014 you said?
He was still in that good condition.
Nah.
It might have been 2014. It could have been 2014. I'm trying to think here.
Yeah, it could have been 2014.
When was NXT? When was NXT Takeover in LA? 2018.
2016, I think it would be.
2016?
No, it wasn't 2016. No.
SummerSlam was in LA still. That was their last year, 2014 in LA. Because 2015.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
2016 SummerSlam were in Brooklyn.
That was
I'm talking about NXT, not WWE. I think it was 2018 was the last NXT takeover. So I'm trying to think that 18.
Nicely done.
It could have been. It could have been 2016 is when I met Hulk Hogan. I think it could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has got to be the one.
It could have been.
He was super cool.
But you know, it's like steroids is just such a bad thing. You know, it's like, and you know, Jeff to me, this is his last shot. If he fucks up, man, he should be banned for good. I wouldn't bring him back. I'm like, dude, you're done. So I hope that he's smart about what he does and understands that he will be drug tested every week. Because I would tell him, if you don't like it, leave. Because we're going to drug test you every week.
Yeah.
We want to be sure that there's no alcohol or drugs in your system before you come to work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amen.
Because Jeff, we all know what Jeff can do. We know he's a great wrestler. He gets the fans in. And that's not the issue. The issue is the drugs and the alcohol.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And when Miguel met Jeff Hardy, he was probably the nicest guy in the world.
Oh yeah.
Probably had no drugs and alcohol in him.
Absolutely.
And that's the Jeff Hardy that I want to be.
Absolutely, bro. Like, he's the nice. Him and Trish Stratus are the main two nicest I've ever met. Yeah, but Jeff was awesome, bro.
Yeah, he does look like that awesome guy you guys want to meet.
Yeah, sometimes people, those type of people can be nice, but have a harsh reality. Like, have a harsh drug reality.
Yeah, it's like I was telling Miguel, Brian, when I met Ryback at this past WrestleCon, he was really, really cool with the fans, and he started saying that he's getting some help and resurrecting anything. And the fans were very, very smart not to be asking him any WWE questions or anything. It's just asking him questions what he's doing now and what he's going to do. So everybody kept their calm of not bashing him anything or any trolling. But even though that I do disagree him talking shit about Vince McMahon's mom, which nobody condones that, but still, at least, you know, I think by reading between the lines of Ryback, he looked like he was pissed and hurt, you know, the days he was working for WWE, you know. Otherwise, why he did show up to this WrestleCon?
I had a feeling that he didn't like the part where the Shield cost him the WWE title, how they would But like, I'm pretty sure he didn't like that booking.
Very nice.
Yeah.
He should have won that match. He should have
feelings about it.
Yeah.
So just don't listen what the trolls and these idiot podcasters say about him. You know, it's like,
yeah.
I mean, it's always a good idea. You hear it from Ryback himself. You know,
the big guy.
I like Ryback.
But I have a problem with Ryback.
Yeah, go ahead and answer it, Brian.
Okay, well, Ryan was starting to say something about Ryback, so you go first, Ryan.
Like, go ahead, Ryan. Did you say that what he wants to do, though? Like, does he still want to continue wrestling, or is he still taking a break, or what's he going to do when you were there? Like, what's he going to do?
No, he's only rehabbing, and wrestling is not on his mind right now, but he is, like, podcasting and physical training, but wrestling is not on the mind.
So basically,
and a lot of people didn't want to ask him that. They just wanted to ask him about what he was doing now or what he's going to do tomorrow. But nobody wasn't bringing him any WWF shit or is he going to TK or is he going to Vince? Yeah. Nothing was like that. Which I think it was very smart of the fans, you know, not to provoke him to start anything like that. You know, you got to be very...
Shoot, I heard
you got to play smart with these talent.
Podcast.
You know, unfortunately, talents are not going to tell you anything. It's something that, you know, Brian brings a point. When we went to go see Candice LeRae, that lady was not going to tell you she was going to go to WWE tomorrow.
Yeah.
She just, you know, changed the subject, and it's true. They're not going to tell you anything.
No.
They're only going to tell you, stay tuned.
Yep. That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, Brian, answer up.
So... this is the problem I have with Ryback. Okay, so I get that he's resurrecting. I get that he's trying to improve himself. That's great. Problem I have with Ryback is he needs to keep his mouth shut, stop bashing the WWE like he does, and focus on himself. Because that guy talks so much shit about the WWE, it's ridiculous. Like, keep your mouth shut. If you want to resurrect yourself and you want to improve on stuff, that's fine. I got a problem with that. I have a problem with you talking shit about the WWE. And I get you're pissed off because of the way they booked you. I get it. But, dude, at the same time, stop bashing him. You're bashing him so much, it's pathetic. Keep your mouth shut about the WWE and improve on whatever you're doing. I got no problem with that. That's fine. But why are you praising AEW? AEW isn't doing any better than the WWE. AEW is having issues with the jealousy of WWE. That's the problem. So why don't you bash AEW instead of WWE? Because WWE is doing fine. It's AEW that's trying to compete with WWE when they shouldn't be. So that's my problem with Ryback. Just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking. That's it.
You're just telling him, zip it, you know.
Yeah.
That's all Ryback could be asked for. You know.
Yeah. Just zip it. That's all I'm asking. You can be the nicest person in the world, but just shut your mouth about the WWE. Just don't even talk anymore about
I
it.
wonder if I want him to sign my Intercontinental Champion. I wonder if he'll do it. I hope he's not like Shane Douglas.
No, because Jose just said he doesn't like the WWE. Doesn't like them.
Doesn't he? He probably wouldn't want me to mention the time that he won the Intercontinental Champion.
No.
I don't think he's not gonna be in any Nexus reunion.
No.
That's for sure. He's not gonna be part of it.
I wonder, did he even like being part of Nexus?
He must have had that. I don't think so. The only person that he does respect is William Regal.
Hello. How do I know if he's happy with that booking or not? Yeah, he was. Yeah, he had to be in it. But hold on, no. Let me respond to him. Listen, how the hell was I supposed to know if he's happy or not? That's all I'm asking. If he was happy or not to be a part of it. Hello, being a smartass.
I know. He had no choice.
I know, but I wonder how he felt about it. No, you're being smart, dumbass. Stop trying to be smart on my channel. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my goodness! And well-timed.
I'm dead serious, man. Shut the fuck up. Keep going, Jose.
Yeah, I'm still. Another question we were going to ask you. Well, going back, that I don't think he's going to have a Nexus reunion. So that's never going to happen. That's the point of that.
I wonder, did he even like being part of it or not?
He takes control.
Kind of probably looked like he didn't if you look at his reactions or anything.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't. I don't think he's kind of not a click guy that doesn't like to be told what to do, honestly.
Yeah.
And remember, William Regal was his protege or something, or
yeah, he was his
protege.
pro in NXT.
Oh, what a suplex!
But he says he respects him a lot. I mean, who doesn't respect Regal? Everybody likes Regal, you know.